You say so. You're in charge. Here, pass these down, please.
They still need to be signed?
I think we all.
Or are they done?
Yeah, just check them because I did some of them.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like I think these are all done, man.
They look good.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Chris, how are you?
Yes. It's a hot mic.
For sure. So the boys won county, right?
Yeah.
And the girls won states?
They won the states, yeah. They won their district, group 3. Group 3.
Nice. Who's on that?
I think you might know a few of them. Ashley DeLeo's on there.
Yeah. Richie's daughter.
One of the Arnolds is on there. Caitlin Arnold. I think one or both of the Saxtons are on there.
Anna?
Oh, yeah. Yep, both of them.
Well, yeah, there's 3 of them. So I don't-
I'd like to call a 7 p.m. work session meeting to order.
This regular work session meeting of the Wyckoff Township Committee is now in session. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting appears in our annual schedule of meetings. A copy of the said annual schedule has been posted on the bulletin board in Memorial Town Hall. A copy has been filed with the municipal clerk and has been posted on the municipal website. A copy has been emailed to the Record, Ridgewood News, and the North Jersey Herald News, all newspapers having a general circulation throughout the Township of Wyckoff. At least 48 hours prior to this meeting, the agenda thereof was similarly posted, filed, and emailed to said newspapers.
Okay, we're gonna, we have a lot to do tonight. We're so happy to see so many people. We're gonna hold the roll call. Okay. So we're gonna go right in with the first celebration of the night is, we're gonna ask that our attorney Rob Landell swear in Scott Fisher as a new member of the Township Committee. So guys. Please forward.
I state your name.
I, Scott Fisher,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the government established
and to the governments established
in the United States and in this state
in the United States and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
And I state your name.
And I, Scott Fisher,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of Township Committee
of the office of Township Committee
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
and that I will not use my office
and I will not use my office
to grant preferential treatment,
to grant preferential treatment,
nor to seek personal gain, favor, or advantage
nor to seek personal favor, gain, favor, or advantage
not available to the public,
not available to the public.
so help me God.
So help me God. Bill? Mr. Mayor, thank you. Congratulations. Thanks, Pete.
Okay, congratulations, Scott. Did you want to give your acceptance speech? What do you think, Scott?
Wow. I'll keep it short. To my friends and family, my mom is here celebrating her 80th birthday. Wow. 29 and holding. Special thank you, obviously, to Heather and Eddie for putting up with me and supporting me as much as they do always in any crazy endeavor that I wish to take on. To my father-in-law, Dick Cook, and Kelly, who are here tonight supporting me, my extended family, thank you so much. You guys mean a lot to me. To my friends, residents, fellow firefighters, you guys are my brothers, and you're my extended family, and you're always going to mean a lot to me, and I appreciate all your support. Emergency services, I see here, the police officers that are here, ambulance corps members, DPW, residents, friends, you guys mean everything to me, and that's why I sit up here tonight, because I want to continue to help make this a great town. It's been my home for 34 years, and my passion is for Wyckoff, and that's why I chose to take this next step. I think I have a lot to offer. Most know I was the director of Public Works for a long time, and that was just setting me up to do the next chapter of this life, and it's sitting up here with these fine gentlemen, and I look forward to our future together. So again, thank you for coming. And we are having cake. We are having cake at the Firehouse Company #1 after, if you guys would all like to stop by and help celebrate Mom's birthday. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I just want to say, clearly, you're going to be a very valued, contributing member of the governing body, and with that, I'll pass to my fellow Township Committee people. Tim, comments?
Sure. Well, welcome aboard on the dais. I look forward to working with you. You bring so much to this dais and so much to the township that you're going to help us do some great things. Well, you know, one of the things you identified all the major problems that we're going to be facing this year. So I look forward to trying to solve all those problems with you, and I look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Rudy?
You know, Scott, I've known you for a long time. I always felt you were a colleague. Now you really are a colleague, not just someone who works here. So welcome. This is a welcome addition to the Township Committee, and I certainly look forward to working with you.
Thank you,
Anytime.
Rudy.
Yep, congrats, Scott. Welcome aboard. You're one of the first people I knew when I moved to Wyckoff, along with Rob. Actually, Rob introduced us together, so known you for many years and look forward to a great 2023 and working together in the future.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Okay, so with that, I'd like to have a roll call, please.
Mr. Boonstra,
Here.
Mr. Fisher,
Here.
Mr. Melchiong,
Here.
Mr. Shanley,
Here.
and Mayor Madigan.
Here. And I'd just like to take the occasion to welcome Senator Kristen Corrado, who's with us tonight, and Assemblyman Krista Phillips is here as well. Thank you so much for coming. And former Mayor Nancy Drabeck, still kicking, there she is. Thank you. Okay, all the vouchers are signed?
Yes.
Well set. Okay, can we have a motion to open the meeting to 10-minute public comment, 2 minutes per speaker, for any comment a member feels the public concerned of residents Township of Wykoff.
So move.
Second.
Mr. Boonstra,
Yes.
Mr. Fisher,
Yes.
Mr. Melchiong,
Yes.
Mr. Shanley.
Yes.
Mayor Madigan.
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, the motion is approved.
Okay. Is there anybody from the public that wishes to come up, state your name, address, age, serial number? Yes, ma'am.
My name is Nancy Drabick. I live at 481 Louisa Avenue. I so look forward to Scott Fisher's contributions to the Township Committee. I have worked closely with him as a homeowner as he helped solve a major problem in my property, on my property. And he is a problem solver. He thinks outside the box. And I'm just thrilled that his appointment has occurred. And I really think he will make quite a positive difference. Not that there's anything wrong with what's going on, but I do look forward to working closely with Scott as another member of the Township Committee. And congratulations, Scott.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody else wish to make a comment? Yes, sir.
Yes, John Carolyn, 563 Miller Road. I wanted to take the opportunity to congratulate Mr. Fisher on his appointment to the Township Committee. Scott, I had an opportunity to work with you when I was on the Township Committee myself, and you've been a great contributor, a great supporter of the town, and also a great problem solver. And I think you're going to breathe a lot of fresh air into all the ideas that need to be taking place here in our township. And I'm excited to have you as part of the committee. So I wish you the best of luck in your new role. I know you're going to do great. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Anybody else like to come up? This is the time. Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion to close
Yes,
to the
seeing,
public?
seeing no one else, I move to close public comment.
Second.
Mr. Boonstra,
Yes.
Mr. Fisher,
Yes.
Mr. Melchiong,
Yes.
Mr. Shanley,
Yes.
Mayor Madigan.
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, the motion is approved.
Okay, now we got a special presentation tonight for the Ramapo boys soccer team, county champions. So a lot of you are here. I'm going to do my best with the enunciating names rather. And we have a proclamation.
Hold on.
So
Just hold on. I think
are
some
we
are
missing people?
They're all coming in.
They're all coming in.
Yeah, there's none of the players are here.
Oh,
Bring them in.
Bring 'em in.
okay.
Come on in, Brad.
All right. Oh, who's here not here?
That's better.
Okay, do we have everybody? This is even better that they're actually here and sitting to hear this, but welcome, fellas. Okay, I'm going to read this proclamation. Whereas the 2022 Ramapo High School Boys Varsity Soccer Team is the 2022 Bergen County Soccer Tournament champion by virtue of 4 consecutive victories, finishing with a narrow 2-1 win over Bergen Catholic in the county semifinal game on October 15th, and a convincing 5-0 victory over Ridgewood High School in the final on October 22nd, 2022, at Indian Hills High School. This was making the second straight year and the 15th time that the Ramapo High School boys soccer team has captured the Bergen County Championship, the most ever by any Bergen County school. And whereas the 2022 Ramapo High School boys varsity soccer team is also the 2022 Big North Freedom Division champion with its 7-0 league record, and whereas the exceptional team completed their season with an overall record of 15 wins, 0 losses, and 2 ties, and was honored by being named the North Jersey Boys Soccer Team of the Year by the Bergen Record, and whereas this outstanding team's hard work and dedication, combined with its great skill and determination, led to being ranked number 14 in the state of New Jersey by the Star Ledger, and be number 1 ranked in North Jersey by the Bergen Record for the 6th time in 11 years. Whereas the Rampo High School boys soccer team benefited greatly from the dedication, commitment, and leadership of head coach Evan Baumgarten and assistant coach Frank Rocchio and Brian Winowski, and whereas special thanks is extended to the parents, the coaches, and all the Rampo students, educators, and administrative for their never-ending commitment and support, and whereas a special group of student athletes, Robert Actor, Dylan Bodart, Albert Carilli, Ryan DeCourt, Damian Delicio, MJ Duango, Cole DeShang, Andrew Fitzmaurice, James Fitzmaurice, Anthony Giampietro, Travis Harrington, Jacob Kramer, Jake Lopez, Landon Matau, Jacob Marcos, Nick Marino, Kevin McDonough, AJ Malcolkenny, Liam McQuinlan, Jaden O'Neill, Antonio Spina, Riley Zoke, Gabriel Trefuri Del Vecchio, Jake Weiss, and Brett Zames achieved these extraordinary accomplishments and honors by virtue of their commitment to unselfish team play, tireless work ethic, outstanding soccer skills, and their overall commitment to the sport of soccer. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Township Committee of the Township of Wyckoff, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, that the 2022 Rampo High School boys varsity soccer team, Coach Evan Baumgartner and his staff, are hereby extended congratulations on behalf of our entire community for the significant success they have achieved, and our thanks for serving as positive role models for the young athletes of our community and for illustrating the rewards which can be achieved through commitment and diligence in pursuing excellence. Congratulations, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to ask the boys to come up and receive their proclamation. Ask the coaches to come up. We'll take a photo. Of course we'll take a photo. And then we'll hear from the coaches. But there's a great celebratory night for all of us here in town. So come on up, fellas. Do you want to answer these up?
You don't want to hand them out?
No, I'll just speak here.
Okay. Congratulations. Way to go, guys. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello?
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you very much. I guess I'll take the extras. Thank you very much. Thank you
Ryan,
very
how
much.
are you?
I'm good, Rudy. How are you? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Frank here.
Put it to the side. Pete?
I already did it. Be careful.
Can't move forward. I'm cramped.
Okay, I got a mic here. Watch this cord.
Watch the cord.
Thank you very much to the Wyckoff Township Committee on behalf of head coach Evan Baumgarten, who unfortunately is under the weather tonight and couldn't be with us. He's been the architect of the Ramapo program for 37 years, and I'm very proud of these guys for their incredible hard work. For those who won back-to-back county tournaments, congratulations. And thank you to the people of Wyckoff and surrounding areas for your support of our program. And we look forward to representing the community again on the field next year for those who are going to be back to join us. So thank you again.
Okay, we're gonna take a 2-minute break, because I know you guys gotta get back and get your homework done. So this will give you an opportunity to go do that, but great job. And make sure you thank your parents, right? Come on, give your parents a round of applause.
I drove here.
1,000 degrees here. 1,000 degrees.
No one listens.
Do you have any extras?
I gave it to the coach.
Okay, we'll keep one extra. The archives. I could have went back on it, second pass.
Susan.
What's everyone think? Before that.
Hello, Mayor. How are you, sir?
Missed to the school.
All right.
A lot of celebrations tonight.
Hey, Dave, kick Tim.
Hey, Rob, come on, you had to have done that before. You must have done it before somewhere. Matt, you're up first.
Maybe have ice cream.
Matt, you go first.
All right, they're coming.
Really lost in action?
In the back.
Okay. All right. Please settle down. Okay, we're missing Rudy Boonstra.
Rudy.
Red Rover, said Rudy Boonstra right over. Yeah, they're the 8 o'clock, because they had a basketball game. Okay. But don't be late. Okay, thank you, everybody. Continuing on, Matt, review of the business meeting agenda, please.
We only have several resolutions on the meeting. One authorizing our renewal of the interlocal agreement for the Well Baby Clinic. We have two resolutions amending some professional service resolutions that were awarded at the reorg meeting. Our payment of bills and overpayment of refunds. A resolution appointing me as the temporary clerk for this evening. One budget transfer for calendar year 2022. Resolution 120, which acknowledges the added assessment for the Vista for 2022 and bringing it in which allows us to bring it in for 2023 revenue. And finally, 119, which authorizes submission of the state local recreation grant, which will be submitted this Friday, for to help us with the new restrooms, funding the new restrooms, and ADA site improvements at Memorial Field. Anyone who did not receive the 2023 municipal calendar, please stop by the clerk's office to obtain a copy. The PDF version of the calendar is posted on the website. I again want to thank our business sponsors of this year's calendar. Without them, I'm sure we would not be able to continue to produce the first-class product that we do here. Please peruse the entire calendar and make sure you patronize these businesses if your needs desire. Also, a plug for the Chamber of Commerce to please remember to shop locally. Beginning this past Friday, DPW started a project to stabilize and repair the culvert on Ravine Avenue. Ravine will be fully closed for approximately 2 weeks when workers are on scene, weather permitting, between Grandview and Lafayette. Only emergency vehicles and local traffic will be allowed during the work hours. Reminder that there is a new procedure for the pickup of bulky items curbside this year. Bulky waste are now collected on the last Thursday of each month. The first collection of this year will be on Thursday the 26th. Pickups must be scheduled online through the clerk's office no later than this Friday at 3 p.m. For everyone who had a parking pass in 2022 and did not renew them, your passes are now expired. Renewals and new passes are available at the clerk's office. PSE&G gas main replacement is still ongoing. We're working on Kelly Court last week and moving to Covington Place after that. 2023 animal licensing is continuing online. In addition, our 2023 rabies clinic will be March 18th. Helpful directions can be found on our website. At the Signed-I meeting, a contract was awarded to Downs for the removal of several shade trees designated to be removed by the Shade Tree Commission. Downs is now in town working on those trees. We also had about 7 stumps removed from trees that were removed emergently over the past year. Next, the Shade Tree Commission is working on the pruning list, and I plan to go out to bid by the end of the month for the pruning work. And I want to thank Anna, who's serving as our IT person tonight, but who's also serving as our Shade Tree Secretary for helping me put all those lists together. Power DMS, which is the township's document management system, has been rolled out to the town hall employees and should be rolled out to the DPW employees by the end of next week. As a result, hard copies of the policies and procedures manual will no longer be produced and disseminated each year to the employees, which cuts down on about 150 pages per, which we gave to each employee. The manual is also available on our township website. Unfortunately, due to the township's recent claims experience, the BMed Health Insurance Fund, which is the HIF, has declined to quote us. Therefore, unless we can find cheaper rates for equal to or better coverage in the private market, we are stuck remaining in the state health benefits program for at least another year. As you recall, at some of our previous meetings, the township is required to undertake inspections of homes that are non-owner occupied, built before 1978, for the existence of lead paint. Back right around Christmas, we sent 299 surveys out to property owners that might have homes that meet that criteria. As of last Friday, we received approximately 120 responses to the survey. We are compiling the results this week and preparing follow-up letters to those who have not yet responded, and moving on to the next step, which is inspection and compliance. Reminder that first quarter taxes are due on February 1st. For those paying online or interested paying online, which is the most convenient way, you can now schedule your payments for the entire year in advance. Visit the township's website to set it up. This is a reminder that paying by e-check is free and secure and guaranteed to be received by the township on time. For those residents who may be having issues paying their utilities, please visit the township's website for information from the state of New Jersey to assist in making those payments. And a reminder that when it snows, to please help out our volunteer fire department and clear the snow and ice from the fire hydrants in your neighborhood. Mr. Mayor, that is all.
Okay, just a quick question.
Sure.
Health benefits,
Yes.
where are you projecting the increase?
22% on average.
Wow, okay. All right, before I go to Township Committee member reports, Rob, our attorney, do you have anything you may want to contribute?
Quick report on what I've been working on last week. I reviewed a memorandum of understanding with PSE&G, I guess, for some paving throughout the town for some upgrades, underground upgrades that they've done. Checked into, the payments are starting to float in on the federal, that opioid settlement that we signed up for. We may have got a payment last year. I'll check with Diana, but I just checked to make sure that we're logged in. We got an account, and as far as I know, the money is coming in. Not a lot, but what we're supposed to get, we're getting. Dealt with a drainage issue at 451 Hartong with a resident, and I think Joe Vanderplatte has been speaking to the resident. He was very happy that Joe's been so responsive, and I think Mark's working on it as well. A lot of Oprah requests with Lieutenant Kasich. It's mind-boggling to me how many Oprah requests the police department gets on a just a consistent basis, but we get through those. And the one thing I wanted to follow up with the Township Committee is I put an ordinance that put some restrictions on the time frames of the pickleball on the courts, because we're getting complaints from residents. I don't know if you want to move on that or not, but you've had the draft, and if you want me to put it up for introduction, let me know. We can get it on the calendar. If you need more time with it, that's fine too. And today I finished working on a lease for a cell tower for the Memorial Field sports lighting monopole we have there. I think there's going to be a vacancy there, and Matt's sending that out to bid. So I just finished up a form lease for that. That's it.
Okay, so I think we'll be okay to put that on for February 7th.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep.
With you, for the first reading? Okay, Township Committee reports. Thank you, Rob. Tim?
The rec board did meet, and Rob, they did bring up whether or not we are moving on that pickleball ordinance, just because it's gonna be getting warm again, and they're gonna start getting the complaints from the residents over on Van Houten about the noise level that it causes, because sometimes when it's early in the morning, when the sun first comes out, they're out there as soon as the sun breaks. Sometimes it's 5:45 in the morning.
So the nets, Andy took the nets down for the winter, but
Yeah.
they're bringing their own nets and kits with them,
Okay.
so it hasn't. So
Yeah.
it's not stopping.
No, I know. So it's just so that we can set the time frame as to
Yeah.
when they can go.
Yeah.
That way, they can be taken off of there if they're not supposed to be on there, and they shouldn't be on there at 5:45 in the morning, and disturbing the peace.
Right.
That's all. No, that was it. And the rest of the rec board, it was just standard, approval of coaches. And then one of the things I do want as the Parks Commissioner, you said there's a land survey that you have on Maple Lake.
I do.
All right, can you send me the land survey? Because as the Park Commissioner, I want to try to, work on walking trails and possible bike trails so that we could start using that property. Because right now, it's that 25 acres is not being used. And if we can set it up so that, people can get out there and walk and maybe ride a bike, that might not be a bad idea. So I'd appreciate that if you could get that. And then I think we need to just get it cleaned up. You said you'd give me a walk there because you've walked that many times.
Yep.
That way I could get a real first-hand look at it, so that we could start letting our residents kind of use that property.
Yeah, I think the boundary lines are even still flagged and staked, so.
Okay, all right, and then we'll take a walk, and I'll put my boots on and we'll go walking around there.
Okay.
All right, and then the only other thing I got to report is I went to the installation dinner of the officers of the Volunteer Ambulance Corps. They had their dinner at the Brownstone. Every time I go to that dinner and hear the number of calls that those men and women go on, it's unbelievable, and they're volunteers. Some of them going on well over 100 calls. So one of the things I just want our residents to thank anybody who's working on the Volunteer Ambulance Corps, because they do a lot of work, and hopefully the residents never need them, but if they do, they're going to be there to help you. So that's all I can say, and just thank and donate to the Volunteer Ambulance Corps, because they're good people and they do good work. And I got nothing else. Thanks.
Scott, this is your second speaking part. You've been here a half hour, got another speaking part.
Well, I did attend the Shade Tree meeting this month, my first official act. And thank you to Anna for doing a fantastic job there. I was a past card-carrying member of the Shade Tree Commission in Wyckoff. So we are working on Arbor Day celebrations for this year, working on some ideas. We'll probably fine-tune those closer in March as we get closer to the April date. I do have an upcoming couple boards that I will be attending, and I can report on those next month. And again, just thank you guys up here for your support, and I look forward to the year to come.
Absolutely.
Great.
That's all I have.
Okay, staying in the same order as earlier. Rudy?
Yeah, okay, I'll try to be brief. I have a number of things. Mayor, I attended the Board of Health meeting last week. The guest speaker was Emilio Vitolo, master butcher, owner of Wyckoff Prime Meats and Wyckoff Volunteer Firemen in Company 1. And he gave a pretty comprehensive tutorial on meats and poultry and what to watch out for, what not to watch out for, and it was very, very interesting. Steve Clark, board president, asked him to attend for a program, and it was very interesting. So there was some quick Q&A, and he knows his stuff. He really does. We also talked about Meals on Wheels. We have a little problem with some folks not liking the menu, but it comes out of Christian Healthcare Center, so it's kind of whatever the menu of the day is up there, and I think they do a pretty good job. But anyway, we're going to look further into that. We continued with the ongoing discussions on PFOS contamination in our water. I gave a brief update on what happened at the planning board the night before with Ridgewood Water's testimony, and that was the Board of Health. Attended Historic Preservation Commission meeting, and there was a discussion on a possible process of adding some additional sites or buildings to the list of 14 that we approved and made them part of our master plan. And the possibility of, if necessary, talking to the finance department on the possibility of using some open space trust fund money, which I think is available for historic preservation. We also discovered that The Cedar Hill well field is a named site on the Bergen County Historic Preservation list. This is Ridgewood Water's well field where they're trying to put a building. And it talks about the architecture of the 4 pump houses. It talks about the vista. It's called a vista. It talks about the little stone bridge that's in there. So we have a little leverage maybe with Ridgewood Water as we talk about what they're going to put in there. I attended the planning board, and we had a discussion on we took testimony rather, on the Ridgewood Water Ames well field site on Hartung Drive. The application for Cedar Hill was deferred until the February meeting. Rich Calby offered most of the testimony. There were a large number of residents there with questions and comments. We also took testimony on the house on Franklin Ave across from the Zabriskie house, who was putting in a basketball court and wants to replace that fence on Franklin Ave, and that was also carried until the February meeting. Speaking of the Zabriskie house, there was some vandalism at the Zabriskie house over the weekend. Someone broke one of those oval windows on the elevated porch, and they broke a few panes of glass. And actually, Mark DeGennaro, who was with us tonight, discovered it. He went there, what was that, Sunday morning, Mark, or Saturday morning? Saturday morning, and to take the Christmas decorations down, and he discovered these broken windows. They reached in and took a little ceramic figurine and smashed it on the patio. It could have been a lot worse, And thanks for Mark for going to take the Christmas decorations down and discovering this.
Rudy, do we have any security video on the Zabriskie house?
We don't. And the motion detector alarm did not pick it up because it was in a little alcove window.
Okay.
So I don't know, we may want to look at somehow securing the windows, have window alarms or something like that. I don't know. I think it was just vandalism, not someone looking to steal anything. I attended under Gardens of Wyckoff, I attended a meeting with Matt Cavallo and Tim Brackett from the Brackett family, who made the bequest to the Gardens of Wyckoff to the township in the 90s, and we talked about membership on the board and a few things that need to be done over there. I thank Matt for his attendance there. And attended the Chamber of Commerce meeting this morning along with the mayor. It was a good meeting. Some of our police were there and made a presentation. That was very interesting. I like the look of the calendar, Matt. The homes, we did the homes once before, but it really the angles and everything and the coloring really looks good. So
First time we were able to do the homes
Yeah.
in color. So.
yeah, good job. And last but not least, Drina McNamara is with us tonight, who was the municipal chairwoman of the county committee. We also have a couple county committee members here. Kerry Roughgarden and Ed Natal are with us. I also am a member of the county committee. And Krista Phillips, right, sorry about that. The county committee was integral in filling the vacancy on this body, which brought Scott Fisher to us here tonight. So thanks, guys. It's a lot of work, so thank you. That's all I have, Mayor.
Pete?
All right, thank you, Mayor. First, congrats to Scott again, and welcome aboard. Looking forward to a great year. We have our fire chief and Wyckoff DPW superintendent in the back tonight, Chief Vanderplatt. So welcome, Chief. Some previous towns, I think they came to every meeting, just not one or two during the year. So, but this year I have the privilege of serving as fire commissioner, and I attended the fire department meeting, not last Monday night, which unfortunately I missed, and they had their ice rescue seminar along with the equipment. I really wish I could have made that. But the week before I went with the chiefs and also with safety officer Chief Murphy in the back to the different firehouses. And in 2022, the fire department went on 673 fire calls, which is great for a volunteer fire department. We have one of the best and one of the most active ones in Bergen County, if not in the state. And in the short 17 days of the year, the fire department's gone on 29 calls, 4 mutual aid structure fires, and 1 water rescue assistance. So, something that makes Wyckoff special is definitely our fire department, along with our DPW, keeps the town in great shape. And leaf season's over, now it's pothole season, so I'm sure you're looking forward to that. So, and then just lastly, the Environmental Commission, they're going to meet this coming Monday night, and that's all I have so far.
Thank you. Okay, I just go through a few things. New Year's Day was a great celebration. Nice day to swear in. Rob, we missed you. You were true to your pledge from 5 years ago that you'll never come on a Sunday on January 1st again. I remember like it was yesterday. Alright? I too was able to attend the ambulance corps dinner, the 7th. It was very nice, quite a tribute to, again, as was already said, the time that they put in. I thought it was very interesting. I knew about 2 of the calls that they had where CPR was involved. They brought all 3 people back, and scheduling the ambulance corps members and those police officers that were involved in all 3 of those incidents to come into our February meeting to get recognized. And February's Healthy Heart Month, so it ties in very, very nicely.
Actually, Mayor, can I interrupt you for a minute?
Yes.
I actually had an idea, and it stems a little bit back from my EMS days myself, and just seems over the news and what happened with the football player. There's so many young people, it seems, having heart issues and heart attacks that, I don't know, Tim, maybe you could set something up with the ambulance corps, and we could do like a community CPR training, because seems to me, especially what saved that football player's life, is that he got CPR so quick. And it seems like there's more and more people. I don't know if you're just hearing about it more, if it's happening more, but I know February's Heart Month, and maybe we could try to plan something at a community-wide event to do a CPR training, just so more people understand CPR and able to give CPR if they're ever in that situation.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's,
a good-
that's a good idea, and they do have defibrillators in all the fields, which helps too.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, but
restaurant,
actual
the
CPR.
store, yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
It is a great
Ironically, with the folks in the Rotary, we kept rotating. I think out of the 26 people, I think 23 of us did CPR training about 6 years ago, spearheaded by Leonard Grusty from Wayne, who just passed away a week ago. But he was instrumental in us doing, I think it'd be a great community event to plan, and would tie in very, very nicely. Okay, speaking of Heart, I went to the ribbon cutting, grand opening of Heart on a Hanger, which was over here at the shopping center, and welcome Rachel Cesar to town, and it was a nice event, and it was all women's clothing, and it was a very, very nice event. I was at the Chamber of Commerce this morning. It was a nice chamber meeting. I was able to give a few comments on behalf of the township. Matt Cavallo was with me. Rudy Boonster also came, and the police also were there, giving some updates to the merchants and the the business people, but some of the challenges that they face with, fraudulent transactions and other things. So I want to thank the 3 officers that came today, Lieutenant Kasak, Sergeant Waguski, and Sergeant Zipkovich. And then, as we mentioned before, Planning Board, we had a meeting a week ago. It was good testimony on Ridgewood Water, very lengthy meeting, because they want to upgrade their two of their stations in town, one up on Hartung and the other one at Cedar Hill. And there was more testimony to come next month. Ironically, I was on the planning board 4 years ago when they upgraded their pump stations to make them with backup generators and so on. So they're very agreeable to doing whatever we need to do, not only to improve the water, but aesthetically where these places are going to be. We had an initial budget meeting this past week, Pete and myself, and also I know we've been talking about the garbage contract, and I know that we had the principal of the garbage contract in here a month ago, met with Matt, myself, and then Pete. And then Pete, I know you and Matt went over to have further discussions. You're working on it now. I'm gonna kind of ask Scott if he could pitch in a little bit and give some assistance in that area. It's our biggest challenge. So when our increase is over 100%, it's a big challenge. And that's all that I have. Matt? Yes. Let's start.
So, I need a motion to adopt resolution 23C1 and enter closed session discussion.
Motion to adopt the resolution.
Second.
That was Pete or Rudy? Mr. Boonstra,
Yes.
Mr. Fisher,
Yes.
Mr. Melchiong,
Yes.
Mr. Shanley,
Yes.
and Mayor Madigan.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go into closed session till 8 o'clock. We'll come out of closed session, then we'll open up the 8 o'clock meeting. We have a lot of nice things to do, see a lot of nice young ladies here that we hope to honor at 8 o'clock. So we'll be back at 8. Thank you.